In some Final Fantasy games, enemies have multiple items. In this game, each enemy has only one item.
Darn.
But for some reason, when you steal an item, you get different stuff sometimes from when the enemy drops the item. That never makes any sense to me when a video game does that, because it's like,
Hey, the enemy just, hey, the enemy's hiding that item somewhere.
but even if they are hiding the item somewhere, once you kill it, you should be able to find it.
It's just that the characters are too lazy to actually search the buy. Maybe they just grabbed whatever the enemy dropped when it died.
Yeah, so let's the item that drops actually inside their body, so the character has to kill them to get the item out.
So here's something useful I realized, that I had an item that could refine into a whole lot of water spells, which is useful because water junctions pretty well to strength and magic. And it, in fact, a lot better than whatever I had. So I'm redoing my junctions a bit here. Now, I think I've said this before, but having a high magic stat early in the game is very useful because it means you can draw magic more easily, which in turn will help your other stats. And another drop point here. I don't think drain junctions that well, but maybe it does. I always forget which spells are the best for... Well, sometimes. I mean, there are some spells that are obviously good for junctioning. For example, if you want fire resistance, junctioning fire to elemental defense is probably a good idea.
Exactly.
Chocobo Crossing.
More or less sounds like fighting fire with fire.
Yeah.
So this is I like the design of this town. I guess it's sort of an old world style town.
Yeah, I was just about to bring that up. I really like how these houses look.
Alright, our first patrol complete.
If you had a look and everything.
We're to report to the commander and assistant commander.
I'm sure if you see it.
Commander, you mean that woman at the pub?
Her name's Rain. Rain, okay? She saved my life. And the assistant commander is alone.
She seems like a nice person, but easily taken in by a hotshot.
A hotshot? Okay, let's step up our patrol a notch. Assistant Kiros, let's come up with a plan after we get back to the base. And then, of course, 10, they moved to the PS2, so that looked a lot better.
And that's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, Nintendo Capri Sun at this time is just finishing up his Let's Play.
I watched all that.
Of course, he's at the point right now where he could, he could just finish the game, or he could take many more episodes, depending on how much stuff he wants to show. I remember when I played the game, I got all the Celestial weapons and all of the crested and sigils, except the Venus sigil. I could not be bothered to dodge 200 lightning bolts in a row, because I didn't think I could do it. So I didn't really... What?
On Final Fantasy X, I'm to the point where you dodge lightning bolts. Fortunately.
So, as always, when you're Laguna, spend all the money you have, because you're not going to get it back as Squall. I just bought it.
That's kind of odd. You'd think that they would, like, transfer the money back and forth.
I thought they did anyway, but then again, I haven't played Final Fantasy VIII in a while.
Yeah, I guess I'm looking more stuff to refine. For more stuff to refine at this point. Of course, I'll have more stuff to refine when I have more refining abilities. Zenav has almost learned Strength bonus, which is an extremely useful ability. So, for some reason the shopkeeper didn't like me. I don't know why, but he doesn't seem to like Laguna.
Shopkeeper's like, no, you do not get.
Yeah, get the poop out of here.
I don't care if people curse in my Let's Plays. The only words I tell people that they can't say are like, you know, hate slurs and stuff. So for some reason I'm not allowed to go that way, and it doesn't really give a good explanation why. So it's back to the Chocobo Crossing. See, Chocobo Crossing.
Are you doing this patrol thing every day?
Thing? What are you calling thing?
Weren't you aiming to become a world-traveling journalist? You heard of timber maniacs, right? I had a talk with the chief editor. He said he's interested in any article related to world travel.
That's great. I wish my friends would go job hunting for me.
I know.
Yeah.
That'd be so simple. Like, go my friends, go find me a job.
It'd be okay if we stayed here a bit longer, right?
You need time to gather some material? This seems like a really nice town. You're gonna write about this place first, aren't you?
No way. Can't make this town famous. Too much publicity and you get all those tourists and stuff.
You're afraid someone
You know,
might
I have
come
to say, the
take
music
Rave
here
away?
is really nice and
The
calming.
have changed.
Yeah, I like it. This track is called Fragments of Memories. I'm going to post links
I see a
to
monster.
two versions of it. The one on the original soundtrack, which you're hearing now, and the string quartet arrangement, which is on the CD that I have of the orchestral arrangements of some of the tracks.
Okay.
Nice. I just realized one. Maybe it would have been. Maybe it's a bit of a good thing that we didn't do this session yesterday, because I stayed up for over 24 hours. I ain't falling asleep to this music.
Okay, Jack Bauer. Nobody got that reference, did they?
I didn't.
What?
Girl talk. Let's come back later. Come on.
Something inside me tells me to listen.
Rain, aren't you gonna marry Uncle Laguna?
A guy like that? He was carried in here crying like a baby, and I was the one who had to take care of him. His crude way of speaking. I don't know if his aspirations as a journalist are going to come true. Every time I try to have a serious conversation, he avoids it. I can't stand his snoring, and he talks in his sleep.
But he's really nice. I really, really like him. Rain, Uncle Laguna, and Elle should all be together.
But you know, I think what he really wants to do is travel all over the world. I don't think he has it in him to live in a quiet country town like this one. Some people are like that. Oh, it makes me so mad.
You don't like him?
I feel the same as you, alone. Oh?
The other thing is that I forgot to point out was that the stuff that they were saying about the song that Julia wrote and about her true love having gone to war and never come back.
I came back in a hurry.
Any guesses who that might be?
Yes, I do wonder, and I do think we are looking at him right now.
Here's my report on
Good
today's
guess.
patrol of monster extermination. Including Buchu Buchus and Bun Buns. That assistant commander alone oh so hates. I've exterminated 15 monsters.
Alright, thank you. Shall we eat before you get started with the next patrol? I'll call you when it's ready, so just wait in your room. You seem pretty tired. You should take a quick nap.
What voice inflection would you use to change the color of your text? I wonder this sometimes.
Can you choose copy text?
No, well, how the words in your room were in blue. What
Right.
vocal inflection would you use to change the color of your text? Okay, strength bonus. This is a very important ability. As soon as you get it, set it on somebody. What strength bonus does is every time you level up, you gain an additional strength point.
I think the best person to do it on would be the weakest one, because then they get more strength.
Actually, the unmodified stats don't differ that much between characters. It's most of the difference is like the stuff you do to the stats.
Oh, alright.
So I'm going to spread out the bonuses among the characters. So there are 5 GFs that each have 1 bonus ability. Then there's 1 GF that you can get later in the game that has 5 bonus abilities.
Nice.
And that GF starts out with all of those bonus abilities, doesn't have to learn any of them. So you want to get that GF as soon as possible, but as soon as possible is actually late in Disc 3,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
I was gonna say, yes, it's gonna be a long time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, this
It also
game
involves a
is
rather difficult boss fight. But, hey, good things don't come easy.
Nope, you never do. Especially in games.
Unless the game is badly designed.
Oh, yeah, true.
I saw, Lightning, have you heard of, the game Morrowind?
No, I haven't heard of that, actually.
Oh, The Elder Scrolls 3. It's a,
I might have heard of that.
yeah, so this is
I
a
am
game,
playing on this full game.
it's
Well,
a,
now, shall we rest up
it's
a bit?
a first-person adventure game.
What's the matter?
I get scared sometimes. Scared of waking up somewhere else. Scared of not seeing alone.
Scared of not seeing rain?
What happened to me? I feel... What is this I'm feeling? Oh, please let it be in this room when I wake up.
But
Please
there
let me be in
is
this
a
puny bed
video
when I
of
wake
someone beating the game in 15 minutes.
Laguna,
Holy
you've
crap.
changed.
Oh my gosh.
The thing is that
How?
there are ways to... Okay, by the way, as soon as Laguna says that line, you know, please let me wake up in this bed, you know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Zell. The dream world again?
Uh-huh.
How's Laguna doing?
Dunno. I didn't see him. It's not like I know everything about Ward, but... Well, you know, Laguna and company went to that Centra place and got into a real fix, right? After that, Ward's been all alone. He's working in some sort of prison-like place, and he's bored out of his mind. All he wants is to be fighting alongside Laguna.
So, what is this we're experiencing?
How the hell should I know?
Could be for Xbox, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the old Squall game I've got, the Oblivion one, I think that's number 4.
Yeah.
4 or 6, yeah. I know that's on computer, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. And because of that game I fancied that at the others, but I've only played the one.
So I just Zell was not Kiros, and of course he wasn't Laguna because Squall is always Laguna, which means that he didn't have any junctions. So I gave him some.